Hey guys, Analyzation here. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the ongoing issues and discussions surrounding the Skibidi Toilet community. This includes topics involving fan-made creators such as Dom Studio, Maxity, and, of course, the original creator, aFuqBoom. Over the past few years, the community has grown significantly, bringing in millions of viewers and inspiring countless fan-made projects. However, with that growth has also come disagreements, criticism, and various controversies that continue to be discussed across the community. In this video, I'll be going over some of these issues, looking at different perspectives, and sharing my thoughts on why they have become such major topics of discussion. As always, this video is not intended to attack any creator or fan base. The goal is simply to analyze the situation, discuss the impact these issues have had on the community, and encourage respectful conversation about the future of Skibidi Toilet and its fan-made content. First, let's talk about Dom Studio. One theory I've seen discussed is that some fan-made series may be feeling the effects of the wider issues surrounding the Skibidi Toilet community. When major controversies, uncertainty, or instability affect the community, it can sometimes impact viewer engagement across multiple projects. Lower viewership can make it more difficult for creators to stay motivated, especially when they're investing significant amounts of time and resources into producing high-quality content. For larger fan-made series, maintaining quality is not always easy. High-quality animation requires time, effort, and often powerful hardware. As production standards increase, so do the resources needed to keep a project running. If viewership begins to decline or growth slows down, some creators may start questioning whether continuing the project is worth the investment required to maintain that level of quality. Another point worth discussing is the explanation given within the story itself. Some viewers have pointed out that references to a war causing internet instability raise questions about the overall scale of the conflict. If the forces involved are powerful enough to create global consequences, many fans expected a more detailed explanation of how those events were affecting the world. Because of this, some parts of the story may have felt rushed or unresolved to certain viewers. Of course, without direct confirmation from the creators, much of this remains speculation. There could be many reasons behind a project's conclusion, ranging from creative decisions to production challenges. Regardless of the reason, the series left an impact on its audience and built a dedicated fanbase over time. Even if it has come to an end, it is likely to be remembered by many viewers who followed it throughout its run. Skibidi Multiverse will always and forever will be remembered. Another creator I'd like to discuss is Maxity and the current situation surrounding Skibidi Saga. From what I've seen, the future of the series is currently unclear. There hasn't been much information available, and I haven't found any clear explanation regarding what happened to the project. Because of that, much of the discussion surrounding the series is based on observation rather than confirmed information. One thing I did notice is that Patreon appears to contain Part 1 and Part 2 of Episode 18. Part 1 in particular seems to have been available for quite some time. This has led me to wonder whether the series may have moved toward a Patreon-exclusive release model, at least temporarily. However, without confirmation from Maxity, this remains speculation and should not be treated as a fact. If the series has become permanently locked behind a paywall, I would personally be disappointed. Skibidi Saga was, in my opinion, one of the strongest fan-made series in the community, and I know many viewers were invested in its story. That being said, there could be other reasons for the change. It is possible that episodes were placed on Patreon first to help support production costs, avoid platform-related issues, or provide early access before a wider public release. For now, the situation remains uncertain. Until more information is provided by the creator, all we can really do is wait and see what happens next. Regardless of the outcome, Skibidi Saga has already made a significant impact on the community, and I hope that the story eventually continues in a way that allows more viewers to experience it. Finally, I'd like to talk about aFuqBoom, the creator of Skibidi Toilet. There is so much discussion surrounding him right now that it would be impossible to cover everything in a single video. Instead, I'm going to focus on some of the most commonly discussed topics within the community, while also pointing out where information becomes unclear or unconfirmed. One of the biggest topics currently being discussed is aFuqBoom's involvement with invisible narratives. Many fans have expressed concern about what this partnership means for the future of Skibidi Toilet and how much creative control the creator still has. Because contracts between creators and companies are rarely made public, there's a lot that viewers simply do not know. As a result, many claims circulating online should be treated carefully unless they come from reliable and verifiable sources. Another discussion within the community involves content that some fans believe may be connected to aFuqBoom through alternate channels or projects. Some viewers have pointed to channels such as Door Closer is tied to aFuqBoom for seers, such as Human Being and Alalas as possible examples. However, much of this is based on community theories and observations rather than official confirmation. While some similarities may exist, it is important to separate speculation from verified information. There have also been claims and rumors regarding ownership of the Skibidi Toilet franchise and whether certain rights may have been transferred or sold. At the time of making this video, I have not seen enough publicly available evidence to confidently confirm many of these claims. Because of that, I think it's important to approach the topic with caution rather than immediately accepting every rumor as fact. What can be said with certainty is that aFuqBoom created one of the most successful internet animation series in recent years. As the franchise continues to grow, discussions about its future, ownership, and creative direction will likely continue as well. For now, many fans are simply hoping that the series remains true to the creativity and originality that made it so popular in the first place. I was originally planning to include Skibidi Wars in this discussion as well. However, after looking back at how the most recent episode ended, I'm starting to think the series may have actually received a proper conclusion. If that's the case, then I've probably spent far too much time wondering what happened to it when the answer was right in front of me the entire time. Unlike some series that suddenly stop uploading without explanation, Skibidi Wars appears to have reached a point where the story can be viewed as complete. While there are still things that could be expanded upon in the future, the ending didn't necessarily leave me feeling like the story had been abandoned. Instead, it felt more like a natural stopping point for the series. Of course, I could be completely wrong, and there's always the possibility that more content could be released in the future. But based on what I've seen, I think there's a good chance that Skibidi Wars simply achieved what many fan-made series struggle to accomplish, a proper ending. And if that's true, then I'm going to feel pretty stupid for questioning it for so long. Well, in any case, that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. Whether you agree with my opinions or not, I appreciate you taking the time to watch and hear my perspective on these topics. As always, feel free to share your own thoughts in the comments. I'd be interested to hear your opinions on these issues, as well as any theories or information that I may have missed. The Skibidi community is constantly changing, and there's always something new to discuss. Hopefully, things begin moving in a positive direction for the community, the creators, and the series that so many people enjoy. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, peace.